you telling me a nigga was playing with them explosives and blew his off? Then homies, and blew his motherfucking hand off, cuz? Come on, cuz. They told you to play with them explosives, cuz. The West Side folks. Dead homies. He wearing them explosives off the back. Hey, on the dead homies. Ain't no more taking over the BI deal.
X4 versus 4 Extra. Can't make it up. Let's get to it.
All right, well, since then, remember, he got into it with him and him and 4 Extra started getting into it, right? All right, cool. So I remember the first time Ice, which is one of their super reputables, he in there for that fixings investigation right now, where somebody walked into the restaurant, gave dude 2 to the dome, and walked out, right? Ice told X4 show up to the set. You got 24 hours. Remember when I was going around? He got 24 hours to get to the neighborhood, right?
Yep.
For a DP. He never showed up. Okay. After that, he started getting into it with 4 Extras. Things is transpiring back and forth, whatever. They told him show up for a put off. You ain't from the hood, right? He's a no-show. He starts going to do all these things on Cam Capone, saying he brought 4 Extras, whatever, right? After that, he allegedly does a robbery. DJ Flip, right? He goes and does a robbery on the DJ, the producer, right? He say Flip called the police. Actually, no. Dude go take the jury to somebody to pond it. Then he ponded with know the jury because he the one sold the jury to Flip. Flip go to the jury store, said pull the video. I guess when they pull the video, they got the boy coming into this whatever, right? So now 30 days it went by. He on the street, Flip on the street. He don't do nothing to Flip. He don't do nothing. He get caught, go to jail. He go to jail. They try to put him in GP. The 40 say, X4 tell him, I don't want to walk the main line, put me high power. Now X4 ain't got enough clout or enough name. He ain't like a Blueface or a Game or a Chris Brown or a Soldier Boy that when they walk in there, they automatically gonna high power you. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Nigga, you don't have that type of status yet at all. You
Yeah,
just
it's
got
just
a
a
local
local rapper.
buzz.
They don't even probably know.
So he volunteers to go to high power. So the 40s is really like, well, you ain't show up for the DP. You ain't show up to the set. You didn't say the homies, the hood, and you didn't roll it off the main line. You're a civilian. You're on your own. This is their way of seeing it, right? So I guess as time goes on, and I told y'all this, as time goes on, you're gonna start to see people, when it comes to business, start openly doing what they used to hide. Something I never hid. If I doing business with a I'll tell you I'm doing business with a That's it, right? So 4 Extras and Baby Runner, they rapping. So they go get some beats. 808 Mafia and DJ Flip, they go get the beats, right? Cool. Now watch how the plot thickens. They've been doing this. This ain't been no secret. But shortly after the Spody Face DP happens and all the that 4 Extras been doing with DC Baby Draco, all of a sudden, X4 is on the phone with that Hefe from A-Tray Gangster. Rolling 40s, A-Tray. Them is enemy neighborhoods. Shit then went on. There been some bodies then dropped, all kind of shit recently, right? So they ain't crazy. They like, oh, Spody, you done got Aunt Hefe on the phone with this. to run this narrative of Baby Runner and that 4 Extras is with DJ Flip. Yeah, we get beats from DJ Flip. DJ Flip is a civilian. You're a civilian, X4, as far as the 40s is concerned. You were out for 30 days on the run while DJ Flip was at that same studio. Civilian at the studio, civilian out on the run. You did not go and do nothing to this that you knew would be detrimental to your case while you was out as a civilian. Okay, now you on Aunt Hefe's line screaming, Baby Runner got to stop this from going to court, all this other shit, which Baby Runner ain't finna do none of that because you ain't a 40s as far as he concerned and your neighborhood is concerned. Baby Runner is saying ain't one gonna get on the line and say X4 is from neighborhood 40 Crip right now today. They will be DP. That's what he's saying. And I'm on the street and I'm standing on that. I gotta believe him because I've seen DPs happen when they said they was gonna happen. So his mind is on 40s. I'm not finna go attack or do nothing to no behind a non-affiliate. We just booted off the hood. You're no longer our responsibility or obligation either way. You don't owe us nothing. We don't owe you nothing. Baby Runner said, Wack, everything that go on the streets of the county jail, as far as fading, the world gonna talk about, right? Right. I said, yep. Rich Trapper got into it last night with Bosco, the video on my phone. It was on my phone last night. They gonna talk about it. He said X4 running around with every neighborhood killer on his face. Blood, Hoovers, every neighborhood killer on his face, he got crossed out. And he ain't had one fight in the county jail. That's because he turning it down. We not mad at him. You ain't from the hood. You don't gotta represent the hood. So their whole disposition is if we want to go get a beat from a civilian that you got an issue with, that you allegedly robbed, that you knew you was on the run for behind robbing, right? For 30 days, don't expect us to do for you what you didn't want to do for yourself. You wasn't a 40s when you robbed it. You wasn't a 40 when you went to jail. This is why you went high power, not the main line. This what the 40s is saying, right? They called me and said, bro, you need to address this because you know what's going on. You address everything else. Address it, Wax, speak on it. We telling you to speak on it. So when y'all say why Whack all in Keyway business, because the Keyways from 40s called me and asked me respectfully to speak on it. I do know all the details and that led up to this shit, right? So they like, bro, on top of that, and Hefe, you got to, when we talking about controlling edits, this is what everybody be saying. Why you didn't edit out him saying, well, BR need to, and BR, Baby Runner need to, and stop it from going. That's the case. That I had the detectives looking at Baby Runner like, hey, you f***ing want the witness? Like, he like, bro, it's a whole lot going on. But for Aunt Hefe to say he didn't want to get in 40 business, the 40 is saying you allow Spody Face to line up in the range, knowing what's going on, because Spody Face didn't want to do it. For him to call Aunt Hefe, he could have called Spody Face and did it. Spody Face from 40s. And you did a phone call where this insinuate tampering with witnesses and all this, but you didn't edit that out. Or did you call over there and holler at them about it? You put it up. That's and half ain't right. My whole thing is everybody got to stop selective politicking when it comes to what it's do, because everybody doing the same thing. Fuck it. I know what that half ain't gonna say. Fuck it. Nick said it. He said it. It's going up. Y'all deal with it. He don't give a fuck. Like he told you, he from ETG. Now that's on Spody Face for stirring up this pot because it's putting another light back on over there on the 40s, right? Niggas ain't stupid. They ain't stupid. They like, bro, this got Spody Face written all over. He didn't want to put all this shit together because he want to make Baby Runner and 4 Extras look bad. But at the end of the day, they standing on it. The 40s is standing on it. That X4 is not from their hood. They don't see him as a homie. They not obligated to him. He ain't obligated to them. They're gonna do business with who they want to do business with. If this toll on you and you knew you was on the run for 30 days, you as a man should have dealt with this while you was on the street. You made no attempts to silence this man, negotiate with this man, beat this man, do nothing to this man. So they're not going to make the same attempt to do what you wouldn't do for yourself as a man, because they're not going to do it because they don't acknowledge or recognize you as a 40 Crip. This is what they saying. So let's run the clip if we got audio that's up top, and let's see how the first part of this conversation went. When that Hefe, who's in the middle having the conversation, he chose to have the conversation. Just like a lot of us choose to have conversations. When I choose to have conversations with, they like to say, why is Wack in whoop-de-whoop business? Why Wack on the phone with the Hoovers? Because the Hoovers called me. Same reason why Aunt Hefe is a tray in their neighborhoods. Them is enemies. It's fresh shit that went on. They called him another 40 set up for the call to happen. He took the call and he used it for content. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Nigga, just stop saying my name, nigga, when I do the same that I've been doing before you even knew how to press a record. But what's funny about all these the same that used to say, yeah, man, that recording calls, man, we don't fuck with that. I look up now, they are recording calls. You get what I'm saying? I think they just be mad because they got to follow the leader and they mad at the that's lead.
That's a
But
fact.
listen, everybody's doing their content. I strongly suggest stop frowning up when they see a nigga running this content. Nigga, stop asking why. Because I've been watching these no jumper clips. I just seen when I called Adam with the Hoovers on the phone, because the Hoovers called me, and Hefe kind of frowned up. Like, man, what is this? Well, this is hood. Okay, well, and Hefe, the same rule applied. What is this? This is hood business. This is street. It's content. I ain't frowned up. Y'all need to stop doing the same. I think get mad because I'm a nigga from the valley. Where I'm from, it's about who I am. And a lot of you is intertwined in some way with good old Wack 100 about some type of business or personal issue or whatever the fuck it may be at the end of the day. Period. I'm the from Southern California with the plugs. I'm that, and I beat my chest in every neighborhood in this old raggedy ass 60-mile radius we got, north, south, east, and west. Wack 100, the man, is the that got the resources and the plugs for a whole lot of that y'all don't.
All right, y'all, there it is, man. It amazes me how these people get the buzz and the clout for the way they live.
That is not gangster. That's very not gangster.
My LA people, my West Coast people, I'm sure y'all understand it fully, and I'm gonna keep bringing it to y'all. Y'all usually bring me up to speed in the comments. After the video, I'll check the comments. Till next time, though, it's your boy, man. We out.